I feel like something might be happening, y'all. I feel like we are close to something being revealed, at least by Day Free or possibly PG Lang, because he has been sending us cryptic photos, cryptic messages for the past month. Now, if you take a look at this recent post that he had posted on Thread, he had only posted one word and he had said calm. And the last time he did this is when he shared these cryptic photos. One was of a red light bulb, and at the bottom it had said idea. Now, this is similar to what he did at this time when he shared this photo as well as these other photos. Now, come to find out, this was a place in Germany after the last video that had talked about this, but somebody else had confirmed that it was Germany, at least as an art museum. Somebody, you could see somebody here staring at the same image, and they checked out this Instagram where it does belong to an art museum saying, welcome to the Hamburger Bahnhof. Here you can find the art from the late 1980s to the future, or as close as we could get into. Now, I find that interesting, the late 80s. A lot of the imagery in Squabble Up music video was things of the past. So it really gives you the idea, are they going for the old school 1980s aesthetic again, this time overseas? I'm not sure, but it really is confirming the theory that we had the first time, that this could have been some type of museum, could have been some type of place where creatives get together. And it turns out that that was correct. And it's starting to add up for sure, right? Because like I said, red light bulb, the light bulb is on, bulb on, light on, calm light. It seems like it's giving us the same message, right? But he's not really giving us too much. But what is giving me a lot of concerns after all of these images were shared is that the GNX album is close to its anniversary. The GNX is coming up soon. A day from this recording, GNX will be a full year old. And another thing that I forgot about when we were sharing those images was another image that he had posted before those three photos was him next to a car covered in a white wrap. Now I'm wondering, why is it covered in a tarp? Now, Kendrick has been going on stage. He's been showing the GNX covered in a red tarp. Now, Dave Free is posting up with his own vehicle behind a white tarp. What does this indicate? Is this another message? Was this part of the other cryptic messaging that's all involved? And again, going back to the new post that he made, he said, calm. Is he telling us to remain calm as they're talking about their ideas, as they're going to share their ideas? And I had this theory also, right? Red means stop, yellow means slow down, and then green means go, telling us to slow down or we might hit a brick wall. That's what I said in the last video, right? I feel like he's just anticipating, or we should be anticipating something. And that's what he's trying to tell us, right? At least that's the impression that I'm getting so far, especially with GNX anniversary being right around the corner. It only makes me feel like he's hinting towards something. As far as the anniversary goes, him posting a picture next to a vehicle is starting to make me think, what exactly has he been trying to tell us for the past few months? Is he trying to tell us that there's some type of new project on the way? Is there new music coming from PG Lang? I can't say specifically for sure, right? But he has been on this kind of cryptic wave right now where he is not telling us much, but it seems like he's trying to feed us some type of information without giving too many details for us to know about. Now, I'm really hoping that this is some useful type of information. When I first saw this image, it was on a live and we kind of just reacted to it real quick. I feel like we brushed it off too fast, especially after he shared all of the other pictures. So now it makes me feel like this was all planned. He showed this image first, the three images first. He said idea, and now he's telling us to remain calm. With GNX being around the corner, man, I'm starting to feel like we might get something soon. And now I've always said, right, when it came to GNX and when it comes to Kendrick dropping another project, I said that he might not even drop one until the end of the tour. But what is the possibilities that he drops something on the anniversary of GNX? That's been a conversation, at least in the fan space of everything, right? Some of the fans have been saying, you know, he could drop something in November because he dropped something November last year. And if it's a deluxe, but then people like DJ Head said that Kendrick Lamar doesn't do deluxes. So it got everybody thinking, got everybody second guessing. Me personally, Dave Free, messaging stuff like this, posting stuff like this, only makes me feel like there is something coming up, but he is keeping a tight lip about it. I wonder what he's talking about. Now, it can't just be Kendrick Lamar, right? If it's Dave Free, it could also be something related to PG Lang. They work on multiple projects, not just music. That's been kind of their slogan, right? We want to be creative everywhere in all aspects, not just music. So to anticipate something, it might not even just be music. It could be something else totally different. But with like I said, with GNX being around the corner for the anniversary, it makes me feel like it could be leaning towards that. At least I'm hoping, right? I really want some new music, right? This is something that I've been hoping for. Another thing to point out, right? Kendrick is going to get back on tour on December or around December, right? He's been taking a break this whole time. Well, what was Kendrick doing this whole time while he was chilling on break? Was he recording new music this whole time before he goes back on the tour? It'd be crazy, right? If he made new music and then he goes back on tour and then he performs the new music. I doubt it, though. He'll probably save it for like another show or another tour. But who knows at this point? One thing for sure is that Day Free is dropping hints. And I know that these are hints because you just don't type one word as a status multiple times without trying to give people an idea what exactly you're talking about. He has to be talking about something related to PG Lang, either related to Kendrick Lamar or some other creative ideas that they have in the tuck. Again, when they were in Germany, now I'm starting to think what was going on in Germany. They were there for about a week when the tour passed. Hopefully they were recording something over there. The biggest idea or the biggest theory that people have been talking about up until this point is that they're going to drop a music video, right? People have been claiming that they might drop a music video. I think it might be a music video also, but what could they have recorded in Germany at this art museum if they were doing something at this art museum in the first place? And I do remember before the tour had kicked off, people had spotted the GNX car at the gas station. Now, when the tour had kicked off, see the GNX in a cutscene in a small video at a gas station. SZA and Kendrick Lamar get off the car, they go to a gas station, they get snacks, they pump gas. That was seen in LA. Another thing that people had said when they saw them record in LA was Kendrick over there in Compton. They said that they had saw them record some things over there in the city of Compton. So people were alluding to the fact that it could have been part of a music video. The only thing is the footage of them being recorded in Compton was never seen in the concert, at least not from what people could tell. So that could also indicate that that footage could be also used for the music video also. They use different landscapes, just like they did in the Luther music video. It wasn't just one isolated area. Squabble Up, however, was an isolated area. So it's hard to tell where they're going to range from. It's hard to gauge exactly where they're going to keep it, where they're going to be. But I like to get y'all's ideas on what you think this means. Right now, I'm just rambling, thinking, spitballing here. But I like to get y'all's opinions also in the comments. I know a lot of people have been anticipating new music. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, man, here we go again. So I would like to know what you guys think. How do y'all feel about this message right here? You got calm and then you got idea. But idea is next to light. So I'm like, calm, light. It feels like it almost is similar to each other. It also feels like he's telling us that he has an idea and he's telling us to remain calm. Similar to how you see a red light to stop and then you see yellow to slow down. I feel like he's still telling us to wait, chill out, give it a second. And then the car photo. The car photo was posted before the 3 other photos that we saw in the recent video. Does he have a car that's precious to him like Kendrick Lamar? Does he have a car that means something to him? Sentimental value or all that? And why is he covering it? Why is he hiding it? With the anniversary around the way, it is giving a lot of people a lot of thought. People are putting a lot of thought into it. So I'd like to know y'all's opinions in the comments. Y'all could tell me how you feel about this in Day Free, PG Lang, Kendrick Lamar. What are your thoughts about the GNX anniversary? Also, y'all could tell me how you feel about that in the comments too. Let me know how you feel, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.